BTS's Save Me and I'm Fine are known to be two specially connected songs because of its visual ambigram. Flip Save Me upside down and it will read I'm Fine. But it's also a musical ambigram. They flip the entire emotional message not just by progressing the message but by mirrored lyrics. And we will get to that in a bit. One thing many don't know is that no other artist, at least not mainstream, has created something like this. Some artists have done sequel songs, like Ed Sheeran's Answer is a sequel to Eminem's Stan. Taylor Swift reversed the theme of Back to December in All Too Well. Beyonce did a conceptual symmetry in I Am and Shasha Fears, but no other artist has delivered a visual ambigram, lyrical inversion, and put it into a wider narrative universe of Love Yourself. This is uniquely BTS, deeply rooted in their identity of delivering complex stories and emotions by using different media. Visual ambigram. If you flip Save Me upside down, you will get I'm Fine. This is not an original though. This is part of a suicide prevention campaign by Samaritans of Singapore created in 2013. They published a series of ambigrams like Life is Great and I Feel Fantastic, inverted reading, I Hate Myself and I'm Falling Apart. Each ad was run with the statement, the signs are there if you read them. BTS expanded the campaign and evolved it. Their dance routine in Save Me started with Jimin alone in a corner and ended with all of them kneeling on the ground. On I'm Fine, the routine started with all of them kneeling and then with all of them helping V to stand up. Even the concept of the dance is an ambigram. Save Me emphasizes hands reaching out to someone out and constant spins and twirls as if they are restless. I'm Fine shows the members reaching upwards. They're also more firm in their movements and center their movement towards themselves. The narrative reflection. Save Me is a plea for help, soaked in vulnerability and desperation. I'm Fine is the answer, a declaration of self acceptance, healing, and strength. RM's verse is actually the most popular. It is paralleled yet delivering different messages. Both have similar structures of anaphora, at least in the English translation, with each possessing an apparent list format. In I'm Fine, RM readdresses many of the very same things he thanked the girl for in Save Me. In Save Me, he opens with thank you for being us. In I'm Fine, he says it's all right even if it's not us. He begins his verse in I'm Fine by nodding to how he ended his rap in Save Me. However, like the rest of his rap, his lyrics differ in reference to us. In Save Me, he thanks the girl for being with him, for being together. But after developing a new outlook, he realizes that they don't need to be together for him to be okay. The parallelism is especially striking as RM's bridge progresses. In Save Me, he lists positive effects, whereas RM's verse in I'm Fine has pessimistic possibilities. However, though the lyrics seem negative, they're actually quite the opposite in essence. The lyrics in Save Me show his weaknesses in a way because by listing all the things he's thanking the girl for, he's also admitting exactly how much he had to depend upon her. Conversely, in I'm Fine, it shows his perseverance and how he will continue to prevail and use his own strength in various instances of hardship that may come his way. RM states in the list in the reverse order of when they are mentioned in Save Me. So in Save Me, he mentions getting wings out first, then becoming straightened out, and finally waking up. But in I'm Fine, first he mentions an endless dream, then being endlessly crumpled, and finally torn wings. There are more, of course, not just RM's verse. From death to life in verse 1, Save Me says, I want to breathe. I hate this night. I'm trapped inside myself and I'm dead. In I'm Fine, it says, my breath is quickening. My heart is racing. I can feel it so easily that I'm alive. In Save Me, breathlessness is symbolic of emotional suffocation, helplessness, and spiritual death. In I'm Fine, breath is reclaimed, signaling life, presence, and reawakening. Not only is he breathing, but he feels the breath impact, proof of life. And then we go to the pre chorus, from needing to calling out to forgetting the need. In Save Me, they say, listen to my heartbeat, it calls you whenever it wants to. But in I'm Fine, they say, my cold heart has forgotten how to call you. Save Me's narrator is emotionally attached. He has no control over his own longing. But in I'm Fine, there's painful honesty in admitting emotional numbness. But it comes with liberation. He's no longer hostage to dependency. In the chorus, it goes from grasping to letting go. Save me, they say, give me your hand, save me, I need your love before I fall. But in I'm Fine, it says, I'll let go of your hand now, I'm all mine. Hands in Save Me are lifelines. In I'm Fine, releasing the grip becomes a symbol of self-trust. The fall that once felt fatal is now survivable. The shift signals emotional independence, even in adversity. Another interesting thing is the closing. In Save Me, Jimin and Jungkook close the song asking for the other person to save them. In I'm Fine, Jin and V close, but this time they emphasize they are all fine by themselves. Of course, there's the musical ambigram. The image you're seeing on your screen was created by Lily Pikachu from Reddit. The link to her original post is in the description box. It is worth noting that the notes played at the beginning of Save Me is the same as the beginning of I'm Fine, but backwards. Another ambigram is the order by which the rap line takes their turn. In Save Me, it goes Suga, then J-Hope, then the chorus and the refrain, and then RM. But in I'm Fine, RM goes first, and then the chorus, and then J-Hope, and then Suga. They didn't just reverse the song meaning, they also reversed the structure of the rappers. Throughout the song, there are many poetic tools. First, self-love versus romantic love. In Save Me, they said, you're the only thing that I have. In I'm Fine, they said, I know I'm all mine. Possession shifts inward. In Save Me, the love interest is the only thing keeping the narrator alive. In I'm Fine, he learns that he is enough. It's no longer you complete me, but I am whole all by myself. There's light versus darkness. In Save Me, it says, why is it so dark? But in I'm Fine, it says, I could see the sunshine, shine, shine. The narrator no longer fears the night or needs external light. The sunshine now comes from within, a symbol of internal healing and clarity. From needing her voice to sharing it to the world. J-Hope's verse is also a big shift. He says in Save Me, raise your voice so I can laugh. But in I'm Fine, he says, I can smile now because everyone knows your voice. He no longer needs her to speak just to him. He shared her influence with the world, suggesting he has let go of possessiveness and transformed love into appreciation. Artistic structure. They reinvented and evolved many poetic tools commonly used by many artists. First, lyrical mirror structure. BTS doesn't just reuse imagery, they invert, evolve, and respond to it. Every callback is intentional, showing songwriter at the level of novelistic narrative design. There's also the mirrored structure. Only few artists write with such precision that the thematic arc is mirrored in the actual line order. This is poetry as architecture. Ambiguity of I'm Fine as a cultural phase. BTS reclaims a phrase that becomes shorthand for emotional avoidance and turns it into an anthem of survival. I'm Fine no longer hides pain, it declares victory over it. I'm Fine and Save Me show BTS's groundbreaking style and form. Save Me and I'm Fine are two sides of the same coin, and together they form one of the most profound emotional arcs in pop music. From Please Save Me to I Can Save Myself. From I Only Have You to I'm All Mine. From Darkness Without You to Sunlight From Within. BTS didn't just write two songs, they crafted a healing cycle. They taught millions how to name their pain, sit with it, and then rise from it. and they did it while staying honest, poetic, and wildly creative. These two songs are actually a conversation, one with the self, with pain, with healing, and BTS didn't just write them, they designed them like a musical palindrome, where the ending becomes the answer to the beginning. It is indeed a dual masterpiece in emotional and artistic progression. Where Save Me is the cry of a soul in despair, I'm Fine is the declaration of a soul reborn. The emotional, visual, and lyrical ambigram speaks to BTS's meticulous attention to narrative detail, reinforcing why they are often regarded as not just musicians, but storytellers of their generation. I've been listening to BTS since 2013. So sometimes I would just let the song play, music play without really paying attention. And then there are moments when I actually do sit down and revisit the song and see if there's anything I missed or if my perspective of the song has changed over the years or if I'm relating to it differently since I first heard it. And I am constantly still amazed at just how superior they are, not just in the beats and the melodies, but also in the messaging. And Save Me and I'm Fine are two of the songs that clearly demonstrate just how different they are, how superior they are. They're just simply a cut above the rest. And I have to admit, sometimes it's still frustrating for me because I know that had these songs been written in English and had they been supported by bigger labels in the US, they would certainly be at a different level, not just commercially, because they already are very big commercially, but just in terms of critical recognition. It's just frustrating because you compare them with like other artists and you can clearly see that they are in the 1% in terms of superiority in their art, in their lyricism. But also I try to remind myself that for BTS, they have transcended that. It's not important for them anymore. What matters to them more is just how much the songs, their music, is actually helping people. And for as long as we can spread their message, for as long as we can share the beauty of their music, they would be fine. But of course, that's not going to stop me from actually supporting them commercially. So I would love to hear your thoughts about these songs. Let me know in the comment section below. I also would love to hear what else you want me to tackle, what song you want me to revisit, or what topics you want me to cover. Not just BTS, but other Asian entertainment and culture related stuff. Leave them in the comment section below. You can also get in touch with me in X or on X or Twitter or also on IG. But better yet, please be a member of my community in Patreon. In our community in Patreon, it's a vibrant community. We are not just talking about BTS, we're talking about different Asian entertainment, movies, TV, and just overall trying to help each other be better. So I'll see you there. Thank you.